So analytics at its heart, I think, is actually a very simple thing, though it may be a pretty hard problem to solve. Analytics is really taking data that is collected from our cell phones, from our web browsers, from our ATM machines. And we record those purchases and consumer activities so we can just understand how to treat a customer better. You know, I think in a very human way, when you go into a business, you really want the business to know about you and the things that you're interested in, and based on the information you've already given them. And I think what analytics represents is to do that in a much more profound way, where every interaction can be stored and then used to kind of better provide more targeted experiences. So Hadoop's a pretty exciting new technology. It was an open source system that was originally developed by Douglas Cutting and kind of inspired by Google. So Google authored a set of papers that really talked about how they were managing data at a very large scale for their own use. And the Hadoop system was sort of born out of that. And I think it's really found its sweet spot, if you will, in being a very efficient system for managing unstructured data. So whether it's social data coming off of Facebook or Twitter, whether it's the click stream that we see from all the websites or telecommunication and mobile networks, all of that unstructured data needs to be stored and analyzed so that you can provide things like recommendation services or personalization services. I think this space is getting acquisitive because it's quickly becoming, I think, what they call a big boys game, in the sense that I think the very big companies, whether it's Oracle or IBM or EMC, who acquired Greenplum last year, kind of realized that the companies need these very comprehensive solutions to solving these analytics problems. And it's not really about a single database anymore or a single new platform. It's who can put together really sort of an integrated platform for this big data analytics that really requires, I think, some of the scale of really some of these larger businesses. Greenplum is a division of EMC. We were acquired about a year ago to help kind of lead EMC into this world of big data. And I think one of the great things about EMC is their track record, I think, of acquiring really disruptive new technology companies like they did with VMware back in 2003 to kind of usher in the world of virtualization. EMC really looked at Greenplum as doing a very similar thing in the world of big data and followed that up with a very large acquisition in a storage company in Isilon. And I think for EMC, big data is about two really important things. It's about storage because you first have to have a place to land all this information. I think EMC, being the worldwide sort of undisputed leader in storage, makes them sort of the perfect segue to lead that in the world of big data. And then after you've stored all that data, the next thing is about analytics. How do you make meaning from all that information? I think Greenplum is really sort of at the forefront of that, and we're just getting going.